Okay, hello, freedom seekers. I have really been rushing to get here tonight. I scheduled this I think it was about 7 o'clock or shortly after 7 o'clock. And at that time, when I scheduled this live YouTube, I thought to myself, okay, well, I've got enough time left to finish that I'll be able to be there by 8 o'clock. And so I went ahead and got it all set up and scheduled for 8 o'clock. And right now it's 8:04, and I just hopped on here, so I was a few minutes late. But that's just how things go. And I'm not only a few minutes late, but also I am kind of, like, well, I need a drink, for instance. And that's the end of my diet caffeine-free Coke there. I do have some water sitting over there as well if I need it. But so yeah, I kind of come here and trying to get a lot of things done. It takes me about 4 hours of time before that I put into each one of these weekly live streams, and of course, then I put another hour or more on the live stream when I'm doing it live. And then there's a little bit of wrap up work and so forth afterwards. And so, every Monday, it's a chunk of about 5 hours of my time because I really want to deliver some good information for you. I don't want to just come here. I watch YouTube myself and subscribe to a number of people and have unsubscribed to a number of people. And I don't want to just come here and waste your time. I want to be a valuable service to you every single week when I come on here live, and also with any other videos I make as well. And then I really want to take and add value to your life. And how do we add value to your life? What does that even mean? It seems to be in the area of digital and internet marketing these days. That's a popular term, adding value. And, really, it's just making your life better in a way that provides you with skills, with information, with knowledge that improves your life. And, and a lot of people then will charge for this stuff. And so for me, the things that I do within the area of non-ethical and consensual non-monogamy, so far I've not charged a dime. We have a nonprofit or a business that we co-founded called Non-Monogamous Lifestyles Association, and I kind of run everything through there. And I have a for-profit business called Digital Marketing Arsenal. And that's really within where we run through everything that's profit focused. And so these kinds of things, when I come on for the trainings that I do, they're not profit based. And eventually that may change and may make some shifts in that after we start getting some staff with Non-Monogamous Lifestyles Association, where then some of our training that we do will shift from a nonprofit base where it'll still be nonprofit, but it'll go to support the work of the nonprofit association. And so that it's not totally being supported by me. And so anyway, that I come here about every Monday and spend about 5 hours, and then a little bit of other things I do throughout the week. I'll spend a little bit of time here and there, like the last little journal video that I made. It took me about an hour and a half to make that little video. And by the time that I actually it took 2 takes, and so by the time I took the second take, and then I took and I edited it. And then after I edited it, then I posted it. I think 3 different places, and time these are the things then the provides a lot of to me as well, and that we work with on these things together. Now my screen is flashing in and out. I hope that this all goes well tonight. Been having some difficulty with the internet here. I think it's just that part of the times we're in, and that with all the people, and particularly in the evening to hours, it seems like that. Then it's like everybody is on the TV, is streaming movies, streaming Netflix, and streaming Prime Video, Prime Time, and all these kinds of things, as well as then on their computers. And the kids are also then playing games and what have you. But anyway, I always try to take and give a little bit of time every week when I first come on, just to let people catch up with me and get on board. And so then I get on with the topic. And so now I think it's about time we get on with the topic. What do you think? Okay, well, thanks for joining me. And I'm excited to be here. And so this is the 5th in a 6-video series that I'm making about the power of your words, and the power of your words to create a life that you want, a life that many times people can't even imagine and dream of. But you see, once you start to learn how to create your life and have it be a life that you absolutely love, you start making steps in creating that life. And then once you start making those steps and creating that life, you get to that first step and the second step and the third step, and you think, oh my gosh, just imagine what I could do now that I know how to create my life. And using the power of your words is an important part in the process of creating your life. And so I didn't want to go over this material any too lightly. And so, here we are, the fifth video, and next week we'll be wrapping it up. And so tonight, though, the material I got, the thing I want to talk about, I want to cover, is I'm really excited about this topic as a subtopic, and that is just what's next. We talked about last week, about the analogy and how that analogy works with getting in what we call a state of flow. And so we start out then on the week 1, though, talking about, your abundant ocean. And that's where then the analogy of the state of flow where we were last week was that you're getting into this raft at this river that's going to your abundant ocean, and that there are many different oceans that are abundant oceans because not everybody wants the same thing. And so we talked about making sure that you got in the right raft to get to your abundant ocean. And so that then you're in that raft, and you're now, kind of sorting things out. And so what's next? That's the question. Am I gonna die on this river and flowing along like this, or am I gonna get to my ocean? What's next? And when I get to the ocean, what does that look like? And that's really what we're going to talk about tonight. And that without being right now at your abundant ocean, how will the power of your words create a life that you love the most and live it starting today or tomorrow? Now, in this case, if this training series was a course, then it would be a course, which could eventually be a course that we'll turn into, and it'll be a course that we then sell. But this training series, then, if it were a course, you could sit down, you could take the course in one day. And videos that I've made here would be turned into 6 or 7 one-hour modules for the course, on an online course. And so you could go through those in a day or a weekend. So in a day or 2, you could be then ready to start to use the power of your words to create the life that you love the most. And so what's next in doing that then? Well, before we get to that, because I'm going to cover that here the rest of this evening, I'll be talking about what's next. But before we get to that, I'm going to take a little quick a commercial break, because I really am excited that Kat and I this week, back in October, she and I started working on something to launch on this week. January 13th is the launch date. It's Wednesday. Today is Monday night. And on Wednesday night of this week, we are launching a 16-week course. And it's an online course. And down there in the description, there's a link where you can click on that link. And yes, we ask you to register. So sign in to get more information, all that. You can click on that link and you can find out all about the course and everything. And we're still, learning how to best do these things as well, so that we know who's registering for the course and who's, various things. And so I feel like that we spent our time in creating the course, not as much time in actually marketing the course and getting the websites and stuff up and going for the course. But anyway, so it is what it is at this point, with the registration process not being exactly what I would like it to be. But there's a link down there where you can take and learn more about this. And it is a course that we're teaching people the 3 steps to creating your easy, liberated, and fun life. And so we're looking forward to that. That's going to be kicked off then Wednesday evening. I don't have the time right down in front of me right now, but we're going to be doing it probably about 7 o'clock, I'm going to guess, or 7:30 maybe, Pacific time. And so we're kicking that off here this Wednesday evening, and then every Wednesday for the next 16 weeks, we're going to be showing up live for that course. Sometimes it'll be both Kat and I, other times it'll be Kat, and other times it'll be just me. And we'll both try to do it as be there every week if we can, but we may have situations come along where we can't both be there every single week. But we are going to be there doing the course every week, and we're going to be doing it live, and it'll be her or myself there to do it live, or both of us. And so very excited about that. And then the other thing down there in the description I want you to click on as well is that you want to take advantage and get that free bonus before it goes away. And, I'm not going to take time here to explain and tell you about the bonus, but just click on the link, learn about find out more about it, and then then just go ahead and it's kind of like, click on get the free bonus. It's a $5,000 company that these bonuses are being made available through, and it go away at any time. It's a company that Kat and I, we invested in pretty heavily last from the standpoint. Part of our investment into them is that then they give us the ability to go ahead and give away right now these free Groove memberships, which are worth $5,000. And so take advantage of that before that opportunity goes away. Now, if you're watching the recording on this video, then, click on that link down there in the description, and it's either still up and running or it's not. And so if it's not, then you're just too late. But go ahead and get all of these available for the next 10 years. But it could be that we'll only have them available for the next 10 days. That's not the decision that I make. That's a decision that Groove makes. But take advantage of getting that free bonus, because it is something where I literally spent, actually, I say $5,000, but in the last 5 years, I've spent over $10,000 in what this will give you for free. They will not even ask you for a credit card. You will have it for a lifetime at this point, so that they'll, that. And I say